This facility serves the Malaysian market. We also will support with our production the Asian market in general. In 1997, we started our U.S. manufacturing site to serve the Americas. Now this is the conclusion to helping us serve locally the Asian market. That's why we picked this facility, because it allows us to produce in the back. Currently, we still do not produce in Asia. This will change now.
Okay. So in future, maybe in a couple of years time, this can be the plant can be expanded to produce for.
It's already developed right now to be. We're just hiring people, the staff to produce.
Okay.
So we're ready.
So when do you think you
By next year?
By
That's
next
the
year.
goal. Yeah.
So can you just you do the cleaning solutions for semiconductor equipment?
Generally electronic precision cleaning. So all the companies we serve, they have one thing in common. They manufacture electronic circuitry, be it front end or back end on the assembly process. Whenever it comes to removing certain residues from the surface, that's where we come in.
So currently, how many staff do you have?
Currently 11 here.
11.
In the next couple of years, we'll probably be up to 30 to 50 locally. And that's typically the size of a manufacturing site for us.
And these are mainly engineers, technicians.
Engineers is usually one of the highest numbers of departments, because the engineers help the customer. They're the interface between the sales and the customer to support at the end of the manufacturing process, the cleaning. And because it's at the end, it requires specific attention and specific explanation. That's why we usually hire high degree engineers to be able to explain to the customer how the chemistry and the machinery works together.
And as you expand in the next couple of years for Asian market, what will be the allocation for expansion?
We currently have 2 tech centers. We started originally in 2004 in China with the first tech center, similar to the front end of this building. Then in 2009 we started here. 2 years ago we started in Japan. And currently we are contemplating to start a little tech center in Korea next year.
Okay,
Yeah, so currently we have 6 worldwide. Hopefully in the future it will be 7 or 8, possibly in India down the road. So any emerging market that begins to have a good amount of customers that help us sustain our operating costs will begin to move towards it. And the reason we do that is because worldwide, globally, these companies are very, very much connected. It's one big market. It's not so much the region that you support a specific customer. Most of the companies are just like us, meanwhile, very much connected. And in order to support a customer in Japan, you have to be probably in America or in Vietnam in order to help each other and to talk, connect the engineers to the headquarters.
You mentioned something about HP investing in right? Any effect
No, yeah, HP, Seagate, Sandisk, I think these are companies that they are investing. They have shown interest in Penang, but I think we will let the final announcements you made later. So I just mentioned that no, they are already here.
HP, yeah, okay.
No, HP is already here already.
Yeah.
Seagate is here also.
Okay, yeah.
We're talking about them increasing their investments, and they are looking at the latest SSDs, solid state drives, the latest technologies. So they won't let them do the announcements. Just like I mentioned about SanDisk. We only finally made we was finally reported in the start. But I'm sure there are other announcements that SanDisk want to make.
Okay.
So it's not only the quantum, I think it's something more than that.
So has it been signed yet? I mean the business for HP and all that?
Let them make the announcements. But it is in the final stages.
In the final stages, and what are they doing? Can you give a hint or?
No, I think we'll let them do it. Let them in. So it's only fair.
Okay.
We just say that there will be many top companies coming over to Penang. And that's why I say for Zestron, it's an opportune time to establish themselves here. Because when you have these top companies, I mean apart from these new companies I mentioned, you also have Bose. Bose, I think they need your services.
Right, we already are customers.
Most of the SanDisk, yes. SanDisk is doing their really state-of-the-art facility here. I think that will be really on top of the list. SanDisk, they also will need your services.
Right.
Yeah. So I think the world is an oyster as far as Zestron is concerned.
Aside of companies extend this would require.
No, definitely they'll need their services, yes. And they are the world market leader. You know, when we talk about this, removing the residues, it's very critical because there can be no, what do you call that, disfigurement. There can be no contamination. So on the plates or on the circuitry where they're doing.
These are chemical residues, right?
It's high precision. It's not only chemical, it's also ultrasonic, isn't it?
But the ultrasonic is a mechanical support to the chemistry.
Right.
Both chemistry is needed and the mechanical is needed to have the cleaning result being optimal.
So it's not something that we think we clean, just pour some water and clean with the cloth and clean. No, it's all done by machines.
It's machines and it needs to be explained and optimized.
It's very high-tech stuff. That's why they call it high precision cleaning technology. So when we say we think clean, we take a cloth and you rub it.
No, it's not.
You have no cloth, you have no people who are rubbing. It's all done by machines, automated, high precision, automated cleaning. So it's something that I mean we want to be able to understand. It's basically all these top-notch engineers, but it's a very critical procedure as a starting point because without doing that high precision cleaning, they can't do their circuitry. They can't start. So it's beginning and then after that the end. Don't forget the end. They got to get it cleaned up also. So it doesn't affect the performance.
Correct.
So that's why they are coming at the beginning and the end. Otherwise, there is no end. They have to be there. So in that sense that when you have so many industries here, they decided that this is the ideal spot. I think they made the right choice because with many companies coming to Penang. Okay. Alright.
Good.
Anything you want to add? Actually, the company is a 50 million euro company, isn't it?
About, yep.
Yeah, 50 million euro company. So this is why I mentioned our attempt to try to attract SMEs or what. I mean, multinational corporations are important, but the real backbone of the economy is still the SMEs.
Same in Germany. 80% of the jobs are held by SMEs.
For us, it's probably we talk about business registration is more than 90%.
Yeah.
No, so the reason, I mean, the real impact for Penang's for Germany's economic success is not the multinational corporations. It's not the big boys. It's SMEs. And that's why if we want Penang to emulate the success of Germany, you must have a strong SME. That's why we talk about Temasek. Our interest in getting Temasek in because they are very well connected with German SME companies. I think you know Temasek, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know whether you heard of Philip Yeo. Philip Yeo. He's with Temasek. So he's some of the driving forces of Temasek. So when we got them to come in, our main purpose is to rely on their networking to get the SMEs to come over, not just from Singapore, but also from Germany. They have an annual SME or a business group in Munich every year for over 5 days,
Yeah.
where they get all the contacts in Germany and they have a conference and a seminar. So it's quite a big conference. So I say they are very well connected. And we feel that if we can get the German SMEs to come here, and this will be the real success. Because MNCs is one thing, but getting SMEs is the real stuff.
Stability for the future.
That is the real stuff.
So that's why you are connecting with the market because
Yes.
there's a good connection with them, so that we can, when they come in, we can learn from them also.
It is a win-win situation because as far as Singapore is concerned, because they are now moving to high tech, high cost. For SMEs, probably it's not so conducive because of these factors. So they are also looking for an opportunity, not only for their companies, but also because they want somewhere close to Singapore also, and they say close to Asia because Asia is a growth area. So if we can actually use their network to have a win-win situation, a win-win collaboration, and get all these SMEs to come here, I think that will really help in it.
Yeah, we will.
And we already have a supply chain network.
Support there. Yeah.
The support is there, the supply chain network is there, support is there. We can easily transition to SMEs.
I mean, so we can say that for these 3 companies you mentioned just now, they are confirmed to come in this year, right?
Let them announce that. You just say that just mention this lah, make it easier for everyone. Just say that with Sandisk and HP and Seagate available as clients for Zestron, the future looks bright for Zestron.
But we can say that they will be coming in.
But they're already here. HP is already here, Seagate is already here. Plus Sandisk is coming. Sandisk is the only one that's not here, but they already announced they're here. Your people had a scoop on that. You had a big scoop on that.
But HP is
Already here.
HP is already here, but they're coming in with investments.
They are interested in enhancing their investments, so we leave it for HP and Seagate to be announced.
And one of the best photo foods that we have right here in the island.
These are new things really. You know what to do really.
So they will be coming in with investments.
No, I think they're coming to enhance their operations. I think those are to enhance their operations, and then from there on you can do your sniffing around, you know what to do lah. But then the main point is this: is that your focus is always your SMEs. These are big boys. But the real growth, the real jobs, and most important of all, something that which money cannot buy, entrepreneurial and innovative skill is actually from SMEs.
True.
Because without the SMEs, you will not have the entrepreneurial skill and innovative abilities to grow.
Right.
So you look at Germany, actually,
He's the founder.
you look at Germany, they all started from the SMEs, even Dr. Brown. They started from as an SME, and that's where they grew. And that's where you get the innovation, the skills, and also the entrepreneurial ability. It's not easy. You can never teach entrepreneurial ability. Seriously, you can't teach them. You must acquire and you must learn it yourself. It's an acquired skill. It cannot be taught. And that's why German companies are so successful. And despite the Euro crisis, Germany is still supreme. Why? Because of these two factors: innovation, entrepreneurial ability. And we want to learn from Germany. And we feel that you can't find that in the MNCs. You can only find that in the SMEs. Because then they will be able to impart their knowledge how this can be done. And that's why the agreement with the master is that important. It's actually a two-prong, 1.8 million high technology park, high technology industrial park, where you are talking about industries like Zestron. And also, of course, the SMEs. That's why you see we also have the SME village. I think we are the only state in Malaysia that has a SME village within an industrial park, and we are letting the SME village grow. And then the other portion, the other component is the BPO hub, which is 3.3 billion. 8 billion is a high technology park. And BPO is important because you already got manufacturing. It's only a simple step forward to set up your shared services outsourcing hub, a business process outsourcing hub. And if you can do that, they can reinforce each other. That's what in business terms you use one word to describe that: convergence. 配合 convergence 配合 convergence. The key word nowadays in all businesses is convergence. Manufacturing, services. But if you then we add one more component. Without convergence, it's not only manufacturing, services, it's also public sector, government. Because government must move in tandem. If government doesn't move in tandem, then you will miss all the opportunities. So the government must, the civil servants also have the skills to understand what are the needs of industry. And I think we have the team to back up to understand those skills. And that's why we are moving in tandem. Services, manufacturing, public sector, convergence, and of course all the necessary support systems.
Very good explanation. Thank you very much.
I'm learning from you, Doctor. All right, anything else? It's very important asset that you must let the SMEs and the industry know that you know their language, you know what they need. Of course, it doesn't mean that you must ensure help their profits. No, but at least you must lay the foundations, and then after that, let them come and let them do what they do best. If they succeed, that is because they succeed. If they fail, it's because they fail. Nothing to do with you. We just put a foundation there. And we believe that this is a model for the future. Okay?
You're
Anything to add?
Thank you, Roy. Thank you.
Anything to add? Any more questions? Okay? Kalau tidak ada, terima kasih. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.